Welcome back into the Enrichment Sports Source. This segment brought to you by the law offices of Ogle, Elrod, and Burrill. You name it, they can handle it. From car accidents to family law, from workers' comp to criminal defense. If you turn to Ogle, Elrod, and Burrill, you will get direct, consistent access to experienced attorneys dedicated to your cause who will come to you. Wherever you want to meet, they'll meet you there and discuss your case. Ogle, Elrod, and Burrill. All right. Last question. Wherever we go this week, we all know we're going to be asked, what are the odds of Cuonzo Martin and all that stuff. Let's just answer it right now. What are the odds that he will return next year as of today? And I will start. You can tell me if I'm too high or too low. I put him at about 50-1. I was thinking 100-1. 50-1 because I don't think he's coming back. I think that the way it's turning, I think the way the fans are going away, I think it's going to be a pretty long shot for him to come back. However, not impossible. It's not one of those that I think there are a lot of folks out there who think, oh, it's 1,000,000-1.
No.
But 50-1 to me isn't 100-1 or 1,000-1.
I would think that's a bit high.
Okay.
I mean,
what do you
right
stake it?
now,
Where do you put it?
I think it's almost like a 50-50. I think it still has to play out, but I don't think it. I think there's an extra zero or something.
1-1.
Yeah, 1-1.
I don't think it's as good as 50-50. I want to say it's closer to 10-1.
10-1. Okay.
I think the odds are heavily weighted that he won't come back. But hey, if he goes 6-0 the rest of the way.
If he finds his, but as of today,
as of today, no.
I don't think
he
so.
isn't going to go.
If the season, I don't think so either.
5-1.
5-1. Okay, you think there's a better chance then?
I
better
do.
Chance.
But as I've said, I wouldn't want to be in his shoes if I
Right.
don't make the NCAA tournament. I don't have a lot of evidence to say, yes, I think they're going to win 6 in a row. Yes, I think they're going to get to the SEC tournament championship game. I haven't heard 100% that they're going to fire him, though, if he doesn't go. No. That's what I think is going to happen.
The Dave Hart thing is the wild card because
right.
we don't really know, and yet this is a guy who didn't hire Cuonzo Martin. This is a guy who's an ex-basketball player who I have a feeling usually when those guys are ADs, they think, I can find a basketball coach. Or if it's a football guy, he's more likely to blow up a football coach he didn't hire and find his own guy.
And I still think there's going to be the chance Cuonzo Martin is asked to make widespread or significant staff changes.
And watch what the thing Chuck touched on. Watch the attendance, the actual attendance, the last few home games.
The trouble also is you think about recruiting. You didn't give him an extension last year. If you bring him back, you're not going to give him an extension. So you're going to have a guy who's basically, you couldn't be any more of a lame duck next year.
That's true.
And how does that hurt your recruiting? What do you see from this year? Look at the bench scoring right now. How does that bode for next season?
And you still don't know how Hubbs is going to be with the shoulder surgery.
He's a big key. He has to have a great year next year for Tennessee to be any good because they don't have a lot of scoring options.
And I think the biggest problem that Cuonzo Martin has had is he's not been able to get Tennessee to maintain a high level for any length of time. I think people are tired of a coach who we play well for 3 games and then you valley back down a little bit. And I know that some of that's the nature of basketball, but it's also you're not able to.
In terms of, I want to get this. We'll get 10 seconds. In terms of winning 6 games in a row, which we all feel Tennessee needs to do, they have won 6 SEC games in a row exactly twice since 2007.
Yeah. Once
under Cuonzo Martin last year in February, and once under Bruce Pearl in one of his last years. Doesn't happen often under Martin, under Pearl, winning 6 in a row in the SEC. All right, we'll see you guys next week. We'll see you next week. Thank you for watching. See you next week.
The views expressed in this forum do not necessarily reflect those of WATE 6 or of 6 Sports. This has been a paid program.